The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Hump day! Hump day! That means Cowboys offense, Chiefs defense, and you're looking live.
Let's go!
Tostitos Championship Plaza outside the Star in Frisco, Texas, where, believe it or not, this is the middle of November, and it's 74 degrees.
Love it.
It's going to be 79 today. Tonight,
Awesome.
It's going to be 44. And you can look at all the Christmas decorations they're putting up. The big Christmas tree lighting will be Friday night with the Jones family. And I have a question. Kurt, I want you to put a poll up on Twitter. Because it only takes one, Jesse. It only takes one.
I know where you're going.
Yes.
Come on, don't be bothered, man.
By the way, how are y'all? How you doing, Kurt?
Great.
We remembered our shirts. How you doing, Jesse?
Go,
I'm
Danny.
good.
See, Jesse does wear hats to the show.
I wore this on today on purpose.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Just because I wanted to see if you would notice it or not.
Hell yeah. No, that's right out of the gate. Nate, how are you?
I'm doing fine, man. Great day. Glad to
Great
be
day.
here,
You ready to
man.
rock it tonight?
Do you need
yeah.
motivation?
Tyrone Crawford
No.
Do you
tonight?
need motivation,
No
Nate, to show up and do this show
No,
for this week?
whatsoever.
Nate,
No,
do you
need
whatsoever.
motivation?
You know what?
I'm with you.
We'll get to it in a second, but I haven't heard Nate talk about like being excited for a game as much as he's talked about this one.
Oh, man, it's too easy, bro.
Like you're you're pretty pumped about this.
Yeah,
game,
man,
aren't
the
you?
coach is walking in like, fellas, don't have no gadgets this week. No
monkey butt.
Yeah.
Monkey butt, no
And
goose.
he's telling his coaches is these guys keep an even keel. Because everything about this team, they got guys on all three levels defensively.
Wait. Hang on. I got to get this out of the way first before you get, because I see you about to go off. I need you to put a poll up, Kurt, because I do the weather and the live look at the plaza because we take it for granted because it's a beautiful space out here at the Star.
Right.
And I just, we live here in Texas, and I just want to share to other parts of the world because we're worldwide, the People Show.
No, that's legit. We are worldwide.
We are worldwide.
From
Listen to our
Kuwait.
callers. I don't know if any of them really live in those places, but they
got to.
fake the accents very well if they don't. So anyway, somebody tweeted Jesse yesterday and said, I sound like Mickey with my old ass reading the weather off the top of the show.
When I read that, I almost fell off the chair.
So I just want to know, should I stop doing it, Kurt? Put the poll out on at HWTB. Should I stop doing that and come up with another bit at the top of the show, or do you guys enjoy the weather? So there. I just want to know because sometimes I think stuff on this show is, I almost dropped an S-bomb, on this show is funny and it's probably really annoying and I don't know. So we need the feedback. So there you go.
Yeah.
Put that out there. Go vote. Tell me whether it bothers you, if I should keep doing it or if I should cancel it. Chris would probably love if I quit doing it because he forgets to do it at the beginning of every show and has to remind himself. So we were
Man, why do you gotta call me out like that?
because
bro?
that's what we do
I
on
thought
the
we were
show.
guys.
We are. That's why I called you out.
Nothing is kept sacred on this show. It's like literally.
Only thing that's sacred is in between breaks, and sometimes
That's
even
not
gets
sacred.
out.
Nate always brings up what happens in between. The only thing that is truly sacred is like cowboy information that we know that we can't.
That's
let out.
true.
Like we know, like
That's
that,
true.
because that'll get a call from
Yeah.
above Derek. Like that'll come from the big boss.
Yep.
That's the only thing that's sacred.
Yep.
A lot of stuff in our breaks come to air,
Right. Or-
mainly because Nate.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't, I mean, I think that's
You too, though. Like you second.
I'll
Apparently, even the group chat comes to the air too.
well, no, that was out in the public.
I know,
That was out in the
just
public.
joking.
So, but yeah, okay. Nate, go ahead. 3 levels of defense.
No, man. It's just, I'm just excited, man. Jess, I mean, I know y'all had some games where the coach ain't had to say a word. And when you come out the locker room, if the guy Kearse is his name, we interviewed, they probably
Great interview, by the way. That
They
was so
probably
good.
got to put him in a straitjacket.
Oh, my
Right
goodness.
before the game on this one right here.
You know what?
I'm telling you.
I'm going to get some videos pregame
Yeah,
and bring them back
that's
to
what
the
I'm
show.
saying.
Exclusive to the show.
Yeah, man.
You
wow.
know, before we get into that, I want to.
Wow.
I forgot to talk about this yesterday, and I want to get y'all's take on this. One thing that just jumped out of that interview at me was when we were talking about
this is with Jayron Kearse.
With Jayron yesterday. Okay. If you didn't listen to it, you didn't listen to the show yesterday, go back and listen. I love Jayron. He's one of my favorite guys on the team now. But I asked him about breaking down the pregame huddle, and he's been doing it. And then, Dak stepped in and did it yesterday. I asked him about that. Right off the top, first thing out of his mouth, this is Dak's team.
Yep.
He's the leader of the team.
We go as he go.
There was not we talked about it. This is Dak. It was Dak's call. He comes up to me pregame, and to me, that spoke volumes. That's like you have a defensive leader on this team. Tank hadn't been out on the field. He stepped up. All these young guys look up to him. Right first thing out of his mouth, Dak's team. And that's one thing we talk about it, but we don't really talk about like the leader that Dak is and like how these guys just fall in line behind him. And like the on-field stuff is obvious.
Right.
The off-field stuff, it's like if Dak says something, if he was to walk in that locker room and say something, every one of those guys is falling in suit. Like there's no –
and that's how it should be. Yeah. That's how it should be. When Aaron Rodgers goes in his locker room and says something, everyone listens. Patrick Mahomes, everyone listens. Tom Brady, have you heard anything from Antonio Brown this season?
No.
No. 2 years ago, you couldn't keep the man's name out of the news. Tom said, come live with me. You haven't heard a peep from him. Not an Instagram post, not a tweet, not a video, not anything. That's the way it should be. When your quarterback should be the leader of your football team. And you know what it's authentic when you have responses like that. See, because we all put quarterback should be the leader. And then you got Jameis Winston eating W's before the game, and they're like, what are you doing? Like, I'm not following you. But when you see that off the gate, this is Dak's team. That tells you that it's a real thing, that it's not just because the media says that the quarterback's supposed to be the leader of the team, that he's the leader of the team. That's legit, that's real, that's authentic, and Dak has the ear of every single man in that locker room, and that's special teams are formulated when you have that.
I was going to ask that, Nate. How important is that to have everybody moving in that direction to be a Super Bowl championship type team? Do you have to have that element where you know who the leader is and you don't go against the leader, or what is that?
It's just a pecking order, and it's just a man being respected. See, it ain't the best player, the best athlete, but you happen to be the guy that's in control of things. You do things at the right time. You know how to speak to each individual, how to handle each individual. Everybody don't have that knack. And when I'm looking at a leader, the first thing I ask, can he talk to anybody? Because if the answer is yes, then you got your leader. But if it's a certain situation, and I hate, I'm gonna use Emmett as my guy.
And I got an example when you're done.
Yeah,
I got an example.
Emmett, when it came time to run the ball or to tell the offensive line what you see and how you feel, we listen to you. Don't come to us about pass blocking. Don't come to us about this. You get what I'm saying? Charles Haley, he was a good man. But if he's trying to help you with your pass rush and all that, but other things I didn't want to hear. But Michael Irvin, everything. Didn't matter who you was, how fat, how skinny, what color, what group you hung with, Michael Irvin was your guy.
What about Aikman? Did he have that kind of influence?
Aikman was just our general. Aikman, he looked, and that's all it took. He looked, and that's all it took.
Would the defensive players, though, have that kind of reaction to Irvin and
Yes, sir.
Aikman?
That's what I'm saying. You just heard a defensive player say that about Dak. Troy he got along with everybody. He smiled. But Troy was just the general. That's what we call him. He was just the man. He'd give you the offense. He'd give you that look. He didn't too much go over to the defensive side. Well, Mike had that. He did it with all. So it ain't a knock on nobody. It's just what the game is.
Yeah. Example that I have.
That's a nice hat, by the way. I like that hat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was in a locker room with Tony. And when you saw that transition from Tony Romo to Dak Prescott, you were kind of asking yourself, like, why is everybody gravitating towards Dak and not so much towards Tony? Well, you got to remember, like, the age gap is so important. It's so important because Tony was used to a veteran locker room, right? When he was in his prime, you had Terrence Newman, you had DeMarcus Lawrence and Marcus Spears and Colombo and, all those guys, Marion Barber, you had all these veteran guys in the locker room. So when you get a really, really, really veteran team, everybody to their own, everybody's to their own space. Like, hey, listen, brother, we got this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you talk, you talk. But I've been here 7 years.
They've already bonded. They've already done their
bonded.
thing, right?
But I know how to do my thing. Then it was that transition of we had such a young football team. Tony couldn't relate because when Tony left practice, he was going home to be dad or just go home to kick his feet up or anything like that. Those guys are going to the club. Those guys are playing Fortnite. Those guys are playing Call of Duty. And so little things like that, now Dak, as this team is becoming to maturing, he and Zeke are the same age and Amari are the same age. Like Tyron Smith is the elder of this football team. He's 32.
Something like that.
Something like that, 32, 30, 31, 32. And he's the elder statesman of this football team. And so there's a level of these guys could connect because they're in that same kind of age range. They like the same things. And Dak can go in each one of those groups and be like, I get it. I understand it. I'm with it. I'm down. And guys just gravitate to that, man. And when you're able to do that, and like Nate said, is just being able to so important to be. I can go into the country music group, the rap group.
Yeah, but was Romo like that even ever? Or who was the guy that kind of in your era that was kind of that overall?
A very few guys can kind of bounce into all those circles. Marcus Spears was able to. Tashard Choice was able to. Marion Barber was able to, like, just really resonate with a lot of those guys. But we had such a veteran group when I was there. Like, you had your offensive linemen, they were in a band, so that was that crew, right? You had your defensive line, that was that crew. You had Brady James and Keith Brooken. You had old elder statesmen, and you had guys like Anthony Spencer, who didn't say a word to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever met Anthony Spencer and you got an actual verbal hello from him, it's a lot.
Could that may have been part of the problem for that debacle against Denver, was because Dak wasn't. I mean, he was still kind of injured. He wasn't maybe out there 100%. That he wasn't around the team as much in some way.
I don't know. I think they just had a bad day in Denver. Yeah. It was just a bad day.
Another thing that Dak did when he was a rookie in his second year, he was available. When we would go in there for open locker room back when we were allowed in the locker room, he was always in there. He was hanging out with his teammates. He was playing the trash can game, and
he ain't in there now though.
Probably not.
You can't get him now.
Yeah, I don't know about now. We're not in there anymore.
But you elevate to this where when Dak's first 2 years. You put a microphone in his face, he'll talk to you all day long. Now he's like,
well, no, I meant
talk to so and so.
I meant he was around, yeah, but he was around for his teammates. He was in the locker room not because of us. He was in there bonding and hanging out with his guys.
Oh yeah,
he was hanging out, and some of those other guys that were leaders, they come in, they go to the shower, they leave, they go to lunch, they go do whatever they're doing. He was in there forming those relationships. It's just like real life. You always have the friend that shows up, and you wind up becoming friends with him because he's just always around. And
Dak doesn't leave you on the porch.
Yeah, doesn't leave you on the porch. Exactly. So,
Dak don't leave you on the porch.
I'm gonna tell you like this here, man, and I'm being dead.
I said serious. Dak doesn't leave you on the porch.
And
he's trying to be serious.
Miss Fox don't leave you on the porch either.
Whoever that is, that lady, she was scared to call yesterday.
Yeah, because she didn't want to leave you on the porch.
She didn't want this work.
Let me say that it's so many variables into being a leader. But first and foremost, as a leader, whether you care or don't care, you have to get to know a guy. On some level, you have to get to know a guy. And that takes time. And Dak is in that perfect position where he's not married right now. He has a significant other that he loves to death. She's with him at most places he go, but she totally gets it. This I have the face of the Cowboys, and this is his job. And so this is what I have to relinquish if I want to continue this relationship. Mm-hmm. And so see, like Troy would do little small things. I'll tell you, I did more commercials with Troy than you can shake a stick at. But me and Troy were so different on ends of the spectrum, it wasn't funny. So, but you have to have that care, and they have to know that you are for real. The phony leader, it's certain words that I look at people. When you say leader, I'd be like, wow, really, this is a leader? The things that I really know about a person, wow, this is a great player. Really? Is it? So the words that we throw around and toss around, me and Jesse, maybe a lot of times you'll see us roll our eyes or smirk like, wow, really? That's what y'all think, but that ain't what the real deal is. Mm-hmm. And this guy, Dak, is a real leader. Troy, Mike Irvin, those are real leaders because they was about this game, man. Leaders have to be about this game, and that's just the bottom line.
It's the bottom line. And you know what? Because Stone Cold said so. All right, we'll be right back. Second and third segments. Hopefully we get into some Cowboys, Kansas City Chiefs on the People Show, the most searched show on the Cowboys YouTube channel.
So what's the percentage of that search? If 80 people search, 70 get it?
I think it's like we got searched like 800 and something times.
Yeah, so what, 700 people get in and find us?
No, everybody can find us.
Yeah,
I'll explain it to you in the break. We'll be right back. Hanging with the boys.
I want to be searched.
Big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
How great would it be to travel to watch the Cowboys win on another team's turf? Pretty great. But honestly, just watching the game from anywhere but your house would be fun. Even a hotel bar with some guy named Phil from St. Louis who thinks Oakland still has a team. So whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the show, and the poll is in my favor. Weather is good by about 60% right now. So
64%.
There we go. Let's keep it going. Go vote at HWTB, Hanging with the Boys, and follow us while you're there as well. So, all right, let me find this. Live read right here. There's so many emails to get through, and I screenshot it yesterday, but it cut off Wednesday. So here we go. And Chris, you're right. Guess what? Santa at the Star. Mm-hmm. This holiday season, visit the Star to get your photo with Santa, presented by Monument Realty. Santa Claus will be at his Cowboys-themed cottage in the Star District across from Ascension on the Star Boulevard from November 26th through December 24th. For more information and to book your photo, visit thestardistrict.com/Santa today.
You know, I always wonder, how did Santa come up with ho, ho, ho instead of like joy, 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 or great, great, great? I'm just
all them little elves that were doing work at the warehouse. You know what I'm saying?
I just went ho, ho, ho. You know, I'm like, well, how did he come up with that?
A great
Santa
question.
was a pimp.
Yeah.
Great question.
Santa was a pimp.
Maybe he was.
Don't Santa, don't deface
Don't do that.
Santa.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, how did he come up with that?
We need to research that.
Or was he trying to tell the deers to ho, 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 and it just
like,
came
hold
out
on?
wrong? Yeah.
Maybe.
You gonna go back to Santa this year? You used to be a Santa.
Yeah, that's when I was showing up carrying a gut. Boy, I was carrying a gut one time that was showing up nice. I don't carry that gut around.
When's the last?
Ho, ho, ho.
There you go. Who is that? It's Brad. Is that
Brad
Brad?
Shan.
Broadcast.
Brad Shan carrying a little bit of out front.
Hey. You ready for tonight, Nate? Tyrone Crawford up in Cowboys Club?
Yeah,
Crosstalk?
man. I know he's probably excited too, man, because he been out a couple of years now.
One.
Oh, I thought it was a couple.
This is his first year of retirement.
So I know he probably, feeling them vibes, man.
Yeah.
When you first get out, you be like, man, what I'm gonna do? Feeling them vibes.
I'm interested
man.
to ask him if he wishes he would have hung on for one more year with the way they're playing. Like, should you?
Not sure.
Do you miss it?
His choice.
Huh?
Hey, Nate, you can ask him about?
Maybe I won't ask that.
What's that?
He loves to play Call of Duty.
He does.
Call of Duty. Okay.
He's a Call of Duty guy.
He is a big
I
Call
hear you,
of
man.
Duty guy.
Just busting folks up, huh?
All right, Kurt wants to know how important this game is in terms of setting the tone that they're not just a playoff contender, but a Super Bowl contender.
Who brought that one up?
Kurt. That's on Kurt's list.
Talking about this Kurt.
Kurt Daniels.
Oh, no, I have no response to that. I mean, no.
Why? Because Kurt said it?
No, because you said it 2-3 weeks ago, and
I think it was
stop with that foolishness, man. Let's enjoy this season.
I think it was a couple writers. Morning News said something like, if
They have nothing to write about. They can't find nothing to write about.
They win this game, they should be the favorite in the NFC.
Really?
To get it to the NFC Championship game.
Well, just get the Super Bowl, I guess.
Oh, jeez.
I saw.
Nate doesn't want to talk about Super Bowl.
I saw a mock up like if the playoffs started today, the Cowboys would play the Saints in the first round, and then the winner of who was it the second round? I forgot who it was, but it would like Green Bay has the bye.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona. No, we had to play Arizona the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona would be the next round, and then it would be Green Bay.
At Green Bay for the NFC Championship?
Well, if Green Bay beat the winner out of the Tampa and the Rams.
See what, Kurt, but you see what I'm saying? Last week, I'm trying to corral everybody off the edge of an 800-foot
we
bridge.
back, baby. You got us back.
Now we back.
We winning the Super Bowl.
Now we
Super
talking
Bowl.
about if, ands, and
This is a big game, though, right?
This is a fun game.
You're talking about statements. This is a statement game.
Why is this so fun? Because you've said that a lot.
Because you are playing a team that is equal or better than you. When you play a team that's equal or better than you.
You think the Chiefs might be better than them?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Definitely.
Why?
Chris Jones sitting over there saying, right tackle, just getting back. Left tackle, still young.
Does they run right by
look
him?
at my left guard. Yes, sir. You don't think the left guard saying, oh, boy, here come Chris Jones.
Then why doesn't their record reflect it?
Huh?
Yeah.
Why doesn't their record
You seen
reflect
who
that?
they've lost to?
Okay. All right, fellas. Is it okay? Tell me why this shouldn't be a great game.
Oh, it'll be a
I think
great
it's gonna
game.
be a great
Nobody
game.
denies that. It's going to be a great
all I
fun
know
game.
I just
is-
don't know if they're better than the Cowboys
Yeah.
right now.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
We
see
don't know.
Sunday.
Sunday will tell us, but I know one thing. Chris Jones, the first 1 through 4 games, he played on the outside. He played on the inside 15 plays average. On the edge, he played 35 on the average. The last 2 weeks ago, 7 weeks? In week 7, he was 25 inside, 14 outside, 28 outside. This week, past week against the Raiders, who had suspect inside guys, he played 43 times and only 2 on the edge. I'm just.
Who else they got?
Who that?
The Chiefs defense.
The Chiefs. They got Tyrann Mathieu. They got Anthony Hitchens, who we thought wasn't good enough, who just won a couple of Super Bowls or been in
He's
a
had a
couple of
down
Super
year.
Bowls. All right. Okay, we'll see.
I didn't realize Taco wasn't there until the other night.
They don't keep that type of stuff. Them folks don't keep that type of stuff. This is my deal.
You got hurt, I think.
We playing the same type of offense that we are. I think we may have a little better run game than them because they have rookie linemen, but they play the same. They want to get a lead. They want to maintain a lead. They want to be even, and that gives their defense a chance to get up after them. And then you got a Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator in Spagnuolo. Is I'm pronouncing that right? Mm-hmm. He can dial it up now. We got a Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator and our guy. They can dial it up. You know, but who gonna have this game gonna come down to whose defense can get the last play of the half or the last play at the end of the game to give them high-powered offense another opportunity.
Chiefs are favored by 2.5 right now. You know what the over-under is, Kurt? Take a guess.
50. I don't know.
No.
What do you think?
68.
What do you think?
Probably about 45.
55.5. That's low to me. That seems
so.
really low to me. What do you think, Jesse?
Because McComb is playing a different brand of ball this year. They're not giving him that deep ball. They're playing a different brand of ball. And he's been working on the last 2 or 3 weeks, learning how to take the dump downs, learning how to pick his spots. Because before it's just been high flying. You know, Kelsey's starting to find his groove. Tariq Hill ain't never lost his. They just ain't been throwing the ball deep to him because they've been taking that away. I mean, Jess, if you see something different, just click in here, you know, because
I think we're a day ahead on the Kansas City offense.
It's nowhere in the world you're not going to talk about these two teams and on both days about their offenses.
So the Cowboys, do they need to run the ball? Do they need to eat up the clock?
Oh, it'll be nice. If they can sprinkle in that run like they've been doing these past few games, it'll be nice.
And the Chiefs have one of the worst run defenses.
You know what's
in the league,
funny
right?
about these two teams is, in order to beat that team, we both have to do the same thing.
Thank you.
That's what's so unique about this football team, like this football game. In order for you're either gonna have to keep Dallas's offense off the field by having long, sustaining drives, developing their running game, and scoring points, right? And the Cowboys, the same thing. You want to keep the Chiefs' offense off the field, so you're going to have running game, long, sustaining drive, scoring touchdowns. When I say points, I mean touchdowns. And it'll come down to this is one of those games. And honestly, as I look at this game, not as an analyst or as a Cowboy or anything, as a just pure fan. I want this game to be a shootout. Mm-hmm. Like, as a pure football enthusiast, I just want to see two quarterbacks, two good offensive coordinators, two high-powered offense just slug it out.
And it come down to the last possession.
And this is going to come down to this game will come down to who has the ball last.
And that's why your defense at the half got to make a play, a stop a play. And at the end of the game, they're going to have to make a play, a stop a play. This is where your defensive coordinators going to be saving up dialing up that one blitz or that one game or that one situation. That's where your offensive coordinator is going to be like, not yet. We ain't going to unload on this safety or this corner. These games like these are fun, man. And you can't, for me to just sit up here and talk about their defense, it don't work without their offense.
Like, their defense, it has a ton of names on it. Like, when you look at it, Frank Clark and
Chris
Jones and Tyrann Matthews and Juan Thornhill, Anthony Hitchens. Yeah. They have a lot of names on this defense. And again, their defense is playing or, quote unquote, having a down year or a bad year for the same reason our defense will have a bad year or a down year. Their defense is good when that offense is rolling.
Yeah.
When that offense is rolling, then because now when Kansas City is up on you 14, 17 points, it's easy to play defense. It's easy to play defense. And they can establish a running game when you're up 14 points because now everyone's back. The box says run the football. 2 high safeties. They ain't bringing guys in the box. So Edwards-Helaire and other guys like that get to run the football. It's a mirror of an offense. I didn't even mention Melvin Ingram. They signed Melvin Ingram. So this defense is having a down year for Kansas City or quote-unquote bad year because their offense has not found their rhythm. They've turned the ball over some. Some of it's Patrick Mahomes' fault. Some of it, these receivers have dropped a lot of passes. And when you think about it, like Tyreek Hill has 75 receptions. Kelce has 62 receptions. We're in week 9 of the season, week 10 of the season. We're still got 7 more games to go. And they're close to the northern part of 100 receptions. That you don't get that with 2 receivers. And they've, I think Kelce, I was looking at it earlier because I was looking at some stuff with Kelce. He has 6 drops. Tyreek has another about 4 or 5 drops. And you add Mecole Hardman and Pringle and those other guys in it, they have drops. This is so similar in who they are and who we are. 2 very, very, very explosive offenses. And our defense this year has been able to be opportunistic. Our defense has been able to get after the quarterback a little bit more because we've been actually playing better offensively. Score 40 points at home, almost 450 yards of offense. When you're able to do that, that means a lot of football teams are down. That means a lot of opposing football teams are playing with one arm behind their back. And it's easy to play defense that way. That's what I was trying to get to a week ago when people were like, you're a hater, you're a Debbie Downer. I said, no, our defense was able to get after teams or get after Atlanta because you're up 21 points. There is no consequences. You know what I can do? I can take that chance of going inside when I'm not supposed to go inside for a play or 2.
This week you can't do that.
This week you can't do that.
This week you better be crying for Randy Gregory.
Unless you're up 21 points. Then you can take that chance every now and again.
Their defense is ranked 26, giving up 373 yards a game. They're giving up 24 points a game, tied 25th, and they're giving up their net rushing is 114.6. Ours is up to 9th, 101, because we have a lead.
That's what I'm saying. When you have a lead, you play differently.
We're giving up 21 points, 7 points a game. That's 10th. And we're giving up 354 yards a game. That's 15th. And that's all we talked about. But see, I didn't get all the turnovers that we've gotten. All the turnovers that, all the 3 and outs that they've gotten. We even got to that. So, I tell people like real, that ain't never been lost on me. It's about our offense, but it's about our defense just being good enough right before the half, right at the end of games when you need to get off the field. And this is a game where if you kick a field goal, you can't miss.
Yeah.
If you kick a field goal, you can't be coming in and saying, oh, that's just, what y'all call that cat? Zerline? I don't want to hear it. We can't miss the field goal. Field goal is going to be a part of the fun. That's going to make it the 9-7 going down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? The 9s, it's 9-7 going down the stretch. I'm talking about, and this may be early in the game with 2 minutes to play into the game, but I'm just saying.
Who has the better defense?
Right now, I think they have more players right now due to that we're injured.
Yeah.
Because if we weren't injured, we will be equal. Because I'll put Randy Gregory against Chris Jones because of what Randy Gregory brings. I'll put him the way he was playing before he got hurt, along with Chris Jones. But I think their linebacker now, Hitchens, I love you to death, but you ain't Parsons.
Not even close.
You ain't Parsons. So, and then your secondary, Tyrann Mathieu, he makes a difference back there. He lines everybody up. So
yeah, but we got to just find 49.
Yeah.
Throw the ball. Whoever's 49, Sorensen.
Yeah.
Whoever he's guarding, that's who we're going to.
Yeah.
Daniel Sorensen.
Yeah.
Whoever he's guarding, that's who we're.
Get him, huh?
That's what everybody else does.
Yeah.
Whoever 49 is guarding, that's who you go to. He couldn't cover my grandmother. That's who you go after.
Wow.
No, I'm serious.
All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, Kurt's Corner on the People Show, hanging with the boys.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with...
And I'm Jay Novacek, and we're both with...
United Ag and Turf, the official tractor provider of the Dallas Cowboys.
So, if you need a tractor to bale some hay, a mower to cut some grass, or a gator to get some chores done...
Get a John Deere at United Ag and Turf.
And then, let's get to work.
Hey, Jay, that's my line.
Well, not today.
Get to work with a John Deere tractor package that's just right for you and your budget. Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Your favorite WWE superstars return to AT&T Stadium for WrestleMania on Saturday, April 2nd, Sunday, April 3rd, 2022. Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they sell out. Visit SeatGeek.com, the official ticketing partner of AT&T Stadium. All right.
What's your poll up to?
I don't know. I didn't look at it.
What up?
Okay, I knew as soon as that came out of my mouth.
Wow, Kurt. That's personal. That's personal. Don't worry about that, Kurt.
I should know better by now, but
You're
I
still
knew
up.
as soon as I said that.
62% say yes,
62.
weather is fun.
There we go. We'll find out tomorrow if we keep doing the weather or not. If you don't like it, go vote. Or listen to another show.
Don't listen to another show. Just cut it all off.
Yeah, just fast forward through it like the guy on Twitter said. So
I already voted like 10 times.
You did?
No, you can only vote.
Did you vote for or against weather?
I mean, what do you think?
Against weather?
Against weather, because either one gotta keep
He can only vote once.
I'm just joking.
Man.
Man, you talking about
I'm joking. I don't mind. I think it makes you very unique. How about that?
Thanks. I am very unique.
It's the one thing you bring to the show. No.
It is true. And then reading the live reads so y'all don't have to do them. Go support our buddy Danny tonight. We got our Survivor shirts on. Give us a little Survivor music, Chris.
It's getting down to the nitty gritty. This thing.
Well, they got like 10 people left?
Probably something. Yeah, I think 10.
So it's getting close.
Yeah, you're all in now.
I'm in.
Oh, 2 tonight. 2 tonight.
Really?
Yeah,
Two going home tonight.
Because
be a good show.
What makes it so great now is that everybody's up for grabs. Like they you could be on different teams. They swap it up, switch it up. And they're like throwing all types of curveballs, and you don't know who to trust. Like you're into it when you scream at your TV, like they can hear you. That's me.
Really?
Oh,
So when do they all take off their clothes?
yeah, they don't. They
take off their
don't
clothes,
take
man.
off their clothes.
Wrong show
It's
name.
so funny. They got a Survivor pool going up there, and it's so funny to hear them ladies out there talking, and not all women, but you're in it, right?
I'm in it. I don't even know if
All ladies in Shannon.
All women.
I don't even.
All women. You had it right the first time. All ladies.
I don't even know if my people are still in
They
it.
get excited.
I hadn't got an update in a while. I need to check the update.
All
You
ladies.
You need to join that group out there, man. They have
Man,
like
I
a
got too much going on.
You
to
fit
get
right
Monday
on
morning
in. Hey, girl.
Survivor quarterback. thing going on.
We're going to have a Survivor podcast at the end of all this.
That's what you need, yeah.
With all the ladies from upstairs coming down.
Yep.
Shannon gets to host it.
He'll fit right in. I love that blush, girl.
Yeah, whatever. All
What
right.
foundation you use? What's
Kurt's
that
corner.
skincare?
Go, Kurt. Go.
What's your
Kurt,
skincare
go.
routine?
We were talking to the
Getting
break
a facial
about. Wow.
Oh, Lord.
We're getting fired this week. Kurt's corner. Let's go. It's the last one we'll have this week.
I had nothing to do with any of that.
We were talking in the break
once
about not getting down early. How important is it going to be to score early and get that?
If we
early
get the
lead?
ball, don't defer. It may be the last thing you do. If you defer the ball, score, man. Go score. And, and like Jesse said it, this team averages right at 30 minutes possession. We averaged right at 31, 32 per game on average before that thing got out of whack 2 weeks ago with the 18, But we the same. So if they both have it 30 minutes, man, it's just going to be a good game.
And here's
it's just going to be a good
Mike
game.
McCarthy, Dan Quinn, Kellen Moore. It is going to be so important from a coaching standpoint to not get outside of what you do.
Thank you.
And here's why I say that. When you hear the term, attitude reflects leadership, guys can feel energy. And if I come off and feel like you scared as a coach, as a player, I'm like, Coach, we went for that for the last 4 weeks. Why we ain't going now? Now I'm questioning you. Coach, we've been doing it this way for the last 4 or 5 weeks. Don't change our game in the ninth inning. Don't all of a sudden now come in this game and get timid or start doing things that we don't normally do. Like, be as normal as you possibly can be. This team is good enough to beat the Chiefs without trickery, without all that other hoopla, or without you doing things outside of who you are. The Chiefs are a good enough team to beat the Cowboys without the trickery and all that other. You just don't want your players to start feeling like being on the field, feeling like, hey, yo, Coach, what Coach doing, man? What you hold, Coach? You don't want to come to the sideline like, bruh, for the last 5 weeks, we went for it on 4th and 2. We ain't not going to get up here now and not go for it. Or, you just want to be able to keep as normal as possible because, yes, emotions, it's going to be high. Every guy in that locker room, as calm as Jayron Kearse was yesterday with us,
straight jacket.
They all know how big of a football game this is. It's going to be, to steal a reference from when Gorilla Monsoon used to do the intros to WWE, the tension is so thick you can cut it with a knife. You can feel that. You're going to be able to feel that in the air. You'll be there. You'll walk into that stadium. You'll be like, yo, this is electric.
I wish it was a night game.
This is electric.
No, it may get cold on us.
And you got to just be able to be as normal, as calm, and as consistent. Kellen, Freaky Mike, Dan Quinn, because the players will feed off of that. They're going to feed off the way you call plays. They're going to feed off the way that you call situations. They're going to feed off the way that your pregame speech, your postgame, halftime speech, all of that. You're in between on timeouts. They're going to feed off of all of that because everybody's looking for that lead in a game like this. Because it's going to be crazy.
I'm going to tell you. And one thing I could depend on Coach Turner to do and Jimmy and all of these guys was we be geek, because we were the hunted. We were the hunted. After a while, we became the hunted. Like Kansas City, they the hunted. You hunting after them. So, but what they would always have a solution. You something go wrong in the game. Hey, calm down, man. This is what we're gonna do now. This is what, boy, they were so good at that. Coach Johnson be like, hey, fellas, we coming in. Charles Haley about to explode. Charles, keep your helmet on. We know you finna explode. This is what we gonna do. Coach Wanstad, Coach, they always had a little adjustment, not nothing major, just a little adjustment. Hey, fellas, we gonna do this. I remember the Super Bowl. We was down, was it Buffalo or who? And we were down. And Coach came in and said, Nate, you ready to pull? You ready to get some short traps going? I'm like, yeah, Coach, whatever, man. We down. And we just started pulling that little short power play around, busting up their linebacker. Emmett went to dicing them. Just a little adjustment because the game is big, man.
Yeah.
And you got a volatile guy like Straight Jacket that was on.
That's his new nickname, Straight Jacket. I like it.
Yeah. Wow. So I'm telling you, Kurt, I see you smiling. You started to feel this, ain't you?
Oh, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, we're playing Kurt's team.
But see, that's right.
Kurt is from.
So I know you got us losing, right?
No, I was actually a Cowboys fan growing up, believe it or not, because the Chiefs sucked when I was a kid, and Cowboys were America's
so you're a
team.
bandwagon fan. You probably like the Lakers and the Yankees and Duke.
No, always been Cowboys. I hate the Yankees.
It's like he was
don't like the Lakers.
He was waiting to get him, right?
No.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Just any opportunity, any opportunity I had to
throw me on that bus, man.
Come on, Spicy Kurt. Let's go, baby.
Spicy Kurt.
What are you writing down over there?
I'm looking at what the Chiefs had done in the first quarter when they won and lost. So.
What they've done in the first quarter.
Well, I haven't gone through the whole thing.
Okay, all right.
Like,
so he'll tell us tomorrow because we gotta go. Because we gotta go.
Oh, okay.
That was a quick show.
Time.
It's all right. Bring what you had tomorrow. We got time tomorrow. We'll dedicate the whole show to you tomorrow. Kurt, good seeing you. Jesse, good seeing you. Nice hat.
See you tonight, man.
Nate, I will see you tonight with Tyrone Crawford. Chris, we'll get some Call of Duty questions in tonight with Tyrone.
Well, we don't have to talk about the offense or the defense. We did it today, so we can.
Yeah.
We can dedicate a little more time.
We can. Aaron, we're going to miss you, man.
67%.
Going away party on Friday.
Yeah, Aaron. Stash, man.
Yeah. William, thanks for keeping us on the live streams. We will be back tomorrow.
He got a beard.
On the People Show.
I know, it looks good.
Hanging with the boys.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. See you later.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.